people need to. Come back. Okay. Today we're going to talk about GoZen Notify. I have Ashwin from the team here. He's on the marketing side for GoZen Notify, but knows the product inside out. So we are going to jump right in to make this a nice quick session and to respect people's time. So I have a boatload of questions here that I've collected from people that asked via the groups and via email. So usually the way we like to start this is to really just first get a sense of who are we talking to? Are we talking to a one-person team, a multi-person team? Where are you guys located? Just tell us some history about the company. We know ourselves that GoZen has a bunch of products, so I'd love to just hear more about the structure and go forward vision. So maybe if you can kick that off, that'd be awesome.
Sure. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ashwin Siddharth from GoZen Team. I work as a sales manager over here. So, GoZen has a headquarters there in New Jersey, and we have another branch in India as well. So, before talking about Notify, I want to talk about GoZen. So, GoZen is an AI company, and we have already launched 5 successful AI products. Products for lead generations, content creations, and for website web notification and for email marketing. Then comes push notification for Notify. So GoZen has been ranked 4.9 out of 5 in various platforms like GTCrowd, Captra, WordPress, AppSumo. And we have more than 50,000 plus small and medium-sized businesses using the softwares all around the globe. So apart from this, we have another 3 products in the lineup, which are yet to be launched in the upcoming weeks. So along with that, the ultimate aim for GoZen is to create an organic suite for a single consolidated platform for all the businesses. So that's what the ultimate goal is all about. So if you have any questions regarding Notify, can this shoot me out. And also I want to talk about the RocketHub, the amazing work they are doing, and the quality of the products they launch and the background work they have to do. So because we have more specifically wanted to launch GoZen's Notify on RocketHub to create the new audience and to gain more followers. So that's it's all about GoZen's.
Right. How big is the team, Ashwin?
So we have around 40 people working there in India. Out of it, 25 are Indian engineers, and we have a team of 10 people down in New Jersey.
Okay, so, and I'm actually nearby your New Jersey office, so I'm probably 30, 45 minutes away from it. So I love any company from New Jersey. It's very rare that I run into somebody. And so you have 2 offices, New Jersey and India, combined around 50 people in the team. How is the team structured since you have multiple products?
Okay, so we have team structures of the product managers and associate product managers, along with the designers and developers team. And there's a team for data structures and customer support. They're working for 24/7. And me in sales, we have strong inbound in sales. That's why there are less persons in sales. Other than this, this is around the 50 to 60 people working there at GoZen right now.
Got it. And so the products that maybe some people don't know, but you guys have almost, I think, 6 products right now.
Yes.
What are the products, and maybe just give a one-liner on what does each product do?
Sure. So we have, as Charlie told, we have 6 products, and the first product is called Optimally. It's for website pop notification, and then comes Content.ai for content writing and blog generations. So we can make landing pages, those kind of stuffs, and comes GoZen Forms for quick polls, quizzes, surveys, etc. And then Engage for gamified pop-ups, and we have GoZen Growths for email marketing automation. And along with that, we have Notify for push notifications.
Got it. And so the 2 newest ones that just dropped this week on Monday, or yesterday, really, February 20th, yesterday, are GoZen Growth, which is available on AppSumo, our friends over at AppSumo, And then we have GoZen Notify, which is available on RocketHub. So
Yes.
very cool. So those are the two products that you just launched in 2024. The other four existed before. For those that don't know, while I haven't used every one of the other products, I have used two of them. I have used Optinly. In fact, for those of you that don't know, we're using Optinly on RocketHub right now.
Oh,
So the pop-up that you see on RocketHub is actually Optinly. So, you practice what you preach, you use what you're promoting, right?
so you guys
Um,
have to know that Charlie has been a long-term customer for Optimally.
yeah. Yep, have been there a very long time. I have also played around with GoZen Forms in the past. That's been a
Oh,
solid product. I
great.
haven't had the chance to play with GoZen Content and Growth, but I'll definitely check those out. But it
Great.
seems like you're following my own strategy, which is you're building a suite of apps.
Yes.
And how's that working out from a user acquisition standpoint and let's be clear, in a financial standpoint? How are you guys doing?
So we are doing actually really great. Recently, we have hit $1 million revenue. So like we do have a bundle. So bundle as in like every product you can actually use it in a bundle. So you don't
Yeah.
need to. We have lifetime deals also, and we have annual deals, monthly deals. So if you directly come and purchase at GoZen, you'll have a bundle deals. So it's an organic suite where you can use all the products which are launched at GoZen.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, so in terms of, one of the things people always ask, and rightfully so, and makes sense, is, trying to understand the sustainability of a new app, but also the sustainability when you have multiple apps. I made a comment yesterday about just the general trend that I've seen. I guess I have a bit more visibility than the average buyer, because I see hundreds, maybe close to 1,000 SaaS startups every year that I'm talking to. But then I also see a lot of SaaS consolidation happening in the industry. And I am a firm believer that those who have more than one product that
Yes.
tailors to the same audience are going to be more likely to succeed. Others
Yes.
will eventually die out. It's
Yes.
tough nowadays. SaaS world is getting really tough. So people should scrutinize. People should definitely, evaluate apps and evaluate the teams to determine what's the long-term viability of that app. But if I had to make a general statement that I feel pretty confident in saying, is that across the board, every organization that I've seen that has had multiple apps has been able to survive. And it's
Yes.
not because every app is profitable. It's because when you have 5 or 10 apps in your portfolio, even if one app is unprofitable, the other
Yes.
apps can offset the cost.
Great. That's actually right. Okay. So there'll be see that there cannot be every product can be every successful and making more money. There are ups and downs in the products. So I agree to what you're saying.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Let's dive into the product itself. So GoZen Notify. First impression, if you didn't know anything about push notifications, is damn, they're annoying, right? But then you start reading into the statistics and you realize the damn things work, right? Even though we all probably hate them, and the default response is always to like click no or click no, like just the X button. But for those that are able to make this work, which I've noticed them heavily used on e-commerce sites.
Yes.
So typically sites where you want repeat buyers, sites where you want repeat traffic. So bloggers, e-commerce sites seem to kind of use a lot of this. So if you have a strong blog, you have a strong e-commerce play, you should definitely have something like this there, because it's just giving you another channel to not only get the person's permission, but to have access and reach to them at any given time, right? Um, so up to now, I've seen the evolution of GoZen Notify because we've been talking about it for the past few weeks. But for those that don't know, can you tell us a little bit about, GoZen Notify specifically, and why this tool? Why build this tool?
So GoZen Notify is actually a push notification platform where you can use multiple views on your website, and you can actually see you can organically make revenue through the push notification. So you don't need to spend money on ads. Even though, as I agree with you saying that, even though it may be annoying to take the statistical view, it makes more money. It's a very successful
Yeah.
product we have. It's in various platforms. There are many companies who actually have this push notifications, and they are way too successful. So we have implemented AI into it, and which makes it more standing out from others' platforms. I can say this.
Yep. And so let's dive in, and maybe you can share your screen and kind of just navigate us through the GoZen Notify, and then I'll maybe jump in with a few pointed questions that I've seen.
Yes. Just a minute. Like my product manager has to join. You can just hover.
Yep. I can let's see. I can turn them into a panelist. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sure.
Okay, are they already on as an attendee, and I can promote them? Is it video or?
Vidya, yes, it's Vidya.
Okay, I don't see her yet.
So just a minute.
Yeah, she can just attend via the same link.
Yeah.
There she is. Okay, there we go. Let's promote to panelist, and now she should be able to hop on here. All right, there she is.
So, guys, she's Vidya from GoZen Team, and she will take you to the process of GoZen's Notify.
Hi guys.
Hi, Vidya. Thanks for joining us. Always good to have more than one person from the team available. So would you be able to help walk us through the product itself?
Yes, I'll share my screen.
All right, great.
1 second.
Hey, Vidya, if you're sharing, we don't see your screen yet.
1 second. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can all
Yes.
see it.
Yes. Okay. So as soon as you log into your account, you will be on the dashboard. On the dashboard is where you see your total active subscribers, the total number of notifications sent, and the total number of notifications delivered, and the total number of notifications which are open, and the total number of unsubscribers, and you will have the analytics and metrics of your recent campaign. So the first thing you need to do when you log in is to connect your website. So you just have to give your website name and website URL. So we will provide you a script code, which you should embed it on your website, and a sw.js file, which you should put it on your root folder, so your website can be connected.
And this will work on any
And
website,
first
right?
you start.
This will work on a Shopify site. This will work on any website, right?
Yes, yes, this will work on any site. For now, we have a WordPress and any other custom website. So WordPress, that is a different procedure, and custom websites is a different procedure.
Got
So we have documentation for both, which you can see in your docs page.
Got it.
Yes. So after you have connected your website, it will take you to Bell and Prompt. So on the Bell and Prompt, the first is the permission prompt. This is where you ask your users, will they like to receive notifications? And when they click on allow, we'll be able to send them notifications. So here we have customizing options. And the next is the bell icon. So for example, some users prefer only like specific category notifications. If they have a clothing store and they want to receive notifications about offers about clothes, and some would want to receive about some accessories. So here they can set up inbox on which category they would like to receive notifications. So you can choose the category, and there is push inbox. This is where like whatever notifications we have received, that will be taken into this inbox. They can view this on the side with the small bell icon. And the next is the block override. Some users would have mistakenly switched off the notifications. So to enable that, we give a small bell icon, and that instructions will be to unlock the notifications. It will be a step on how to unlock the notifications. Yes. Should I move on to the next feature? You have any doubts in this?
Yes, please do.
Yes, okay. So next, after you have set up the permission prompt, next after they have received on whether they can receive notifications, we start with the campaigns. So when you click on create campaign, here you can see the preview of the campaigns on each window.
And so looking at this, I know some people are going to have a question about where these notifications can actually present themselves. As I understand it, it's almost everywhere. So here we have all the browsers, but then we also have desktop notifications, and we also have mobile Android notifications. The only one that's not possible, and it's related, it's because of Apple, is, iOS. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we have to give the notification content, like or what you can do, instead of having the title and the text manually written by you, you can also, I'll show you an example. You can also autofill the content. So for example, I'm taking this URL here and I paste it here on the destination URL, and I click on autofill. You can see that the title and the text has been generated automatically. And when you click on generate with AI, here you can have different options of content that is generated by AI. Here you can change the image of the icon, And when you give this URL, we automatically take any images that is associated with this URL.
Got it. Is it grabbing the like the favicon or like the featured image or the share preview image? How
Yeah.
does it come up?
It grabs the logos that is related to that. It just grabs the logos or any favicon or also. So if
Got
the
it.
logo is not present.
Understood. Okay.
And you need to give a campaign category. You can mention category here.
And so let me ask a question about that campaign category.
Yeah.
Why would a user want to use this category?
Yes, for example, if they want to have a Christmas sale notification, so that would be under the Christmas sale category. So if it is for some other occasion, so we can have it based on categorized way.
Understood. Makes sense.
Yes. So next is the time to live period. So this is how it is used, is that we won't send a notification to the user when their PCs or laptops is not switched on.
Mhm.
So based on that, we calculate the time and send the notification. And next is the distribute delivery. So this is where, for example, if a website has a ton amount of traffic to it, what we do is we can't send notifications at the same time to all the users. If we send notification to a large amount of users at the same time, everybody will come to that site at that same point of time. So we have this distribute delivery, but to distribute like to a bunch of people, like one by one, so not everyone at once. Yes.
That's awesome. So question on that front. When you send the emails, where do the emails get sent from? Is it from the end user's email account, or is it from notifications at GoZen? Where do the emails get sent from?
You mean the notifications, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're asking where does it get sent from? Meaning like it shows up on their
So there's no real
on
email
their browser
per se, right?
No, this is a notification.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So I'm asking that question because Dennis was asking that, and I was confused because I was like, there wouldn't be any emails.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes, this is not this is not email marketing. This is just push notifications. So after
Perfect.
they have subscribed to us, we just send them push notifications.
Got it.
Yes. So we click on save. And we can also send a test notification to see how it looks. And on the rich notification, we can have button. So if they want to get redirected to elsewhere. So for example, you want to put two links here. So we can have that title and you can give a URL here. So that will be redirected to other, like if it is to, if there will be subcategories to a site, right? So if they want to go to a specific page, we can have buttons and we can direct the customers to there. And on the targeting, we have browser specific, country specific, cities, time zone, the OS and language. Based on subscribers, we can target them and we can send notifications only to that specific subscribers.
So that would be the concept of segmentation there, right? That you're showing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So
That is the yes. And if you want to create a new segment, to create, you can give a segment name and which browser type, time zone. Based on that, you can save segment and you can target that specific segment.
got it.
So the next important feature is the automation. So we already have pre-built flows. So we have welcome notification tag, change drip campaigns, and return inactive user. I'll walk you through welcome notification. So this is a welcome notification. So when a new subscriber joins, we send a notifications. So when you click on that, you need to select the campaign. So these campaigns are already created in the campaign creation. So from there, we just select the campaign on which campaign to send when a new subscriber joins. And when you click on add new, you can also set up time delays. Like after how many days you need to send the campaigns.
Got it.
Yes. And on the settings, you have general settings, the security, and the team feature, where you can bring in your teams by entering the email ID, and you can send them an invite. And when they join, we can click on manage permissions and how they can edit campaign bell and prompt, and we just allot them whatever permissions they need.
Got it. Excellent. And I see Workspaces at the top. Is that where it says Gatsby? That's to switch the site or the workspace?
Yes.
And we
Yes.
treat sites and workspaces as kind of synonymous, correct?
Yes, each workspace can add one site. Like
Okay.
workspace, site, yes.
I have a question. Since the pop-up, the push notifications, when we set those up, it's really only one opt-in, right? Like if the end user just clicks OK or allow that push notification, there's really no other
Yes.
secondary opt-in that they have to do, right?
No, it is only one option. Only when the users have blocked the notifications, like after they have clicked on opt-in and also they have logged in their computer to not receive notifications, we send them a block override. So here it's like a small bell icon, which will show instructions on how to unblock the notification. So we give a small pop, and here is where the notifications, you can click on that, you can click on unblock notifications.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So the
If it
Joginder
is
had asked
blocked.
that question. So good question, Joginder. And now you see it live how it works.
Yes.
Okay. And are there for our tier 4, which has our unlimited subscribers, are there any soft limits or fair use kind of limits? I know it's limited to 10 workspaces, which means 10 sites, but are there any limits in terms of the subscribers? Because we have a few folks that asked that question with regard to the highest tier. Is unlimited really mean unlimited?
Yes, unlimited is unlimited. There's no fair use policy.
Perfect. Okay, great. All right. And in terms of some of the things that are upcoming, I know the most exciting feature is really the Shopify integration.
Yes.
Earlier,
Yes.
Ashwin, you had mentioned that Shopify integration is coming probably in roughly 4 weeks, so about 1 month.
Yes.
Are we still on track for that?
Yes, it will be updated. Like
Yes,
I'll give you. Just with your
Yes, our team has started working on Shopify integration. Yes, our team
Good.
is working on Shopify integration, and especially on abandonment cart, because that is the most
Yep.
used use case for push notification. Yes.
Okay,
So
great.
it will be available in the next 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay, so as I see it right now, when I did our own due diligence on this app, I said to myself, okay, hey, what is this similar to? And I realized that, okay, hey, right now, what you already have is very similar, if not exact, and maybe already surpasses Gravitech. But the real company that you're chasing beyond that should be probably subscribers.com, which has that Shopify integration. But once you have that, you're in a very good place in the market, in my opinion. And I think you also mentioned that once Shopify is done, you will have your eye on WooCommerce integration, because Shopify plus WooCommerce gives you pretty much the majority of the e-commerce sites on the web. Is that a fair statement?
Oh, yes, we are firstly targeting on all the CMS platform and the e-commerce platforms.
Okay, great. So Shopify first, and then eventually WooCommerce thereafter.
WooCommerce, BigCommerce, and then we move to the CMS platforms like Squarespace, Wix.
Yep.
So that is on a roadmap.
Perfect. Okay, so one could reasonably expect that by year end, you'll have tackled most of these CMSs and Shopify WooCommerce to the point where you have yourself a very robust, advanced push notification software that rivals any of the industry leaders.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And that's exactly why I thought it was worthwhile to move forward with this deal, because I think there's a lot of value in this. I know that some of those other platforms, there are tens of thousands, if not 100,000 companies using them. So that's kind of proof that these work. Most of these e-commerce shops, if you're installing one of these web push notification software widgets, people do subscribe to them to get notifications. And it's all a matter of the use case that you have. The typical use case is always based on, anyone that needs to bring back customers, existing customers, increase your customer lifetime value, obviously. And then, of course, anybody that needs more eyeballs on specific promos, blog posts, announcements, event-related information. So there's a lot of cool things you can do here. And you can even get real creative. I think that if you were also like a coach or course creator, this could be an easy way to also drive eyeballs back to your course and talk about new features or new lead magnets or whatnot that you've created. So that's kind of like the use cases I've seen. For anyone that's kind of listening in, feel free to use the questions Q&A, and I will go ahead and get all of them banged out right now. Let's see. Juginder asked, and I don't know if there'll be a way to show this, but at the very least, you could maybe speak to it. He asked if there's a way where they could send custom attributes like state ID or custom ID. Now, I imagine that the only way you could do that is if you had such an integration like Shopify or WooCommerce, where it's giving you such information. But let's pretend it didn't. Let's play the card that I'm just a regular visitor on the website. I allow the push notification. What information can you store about me? Can you store things like what country am I currently in, IP address or anything like that?
Yes, I'll show you what informations we can store.
Mhm.
So we by browsers, by country, by city, language, OS, and the time zone and the platform they're using.
Excellent. Okay, even more than I expected. So that's great. You got it at the city level. So yeah, that answers the question. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Another question, Gabor, you asked about the current compatibility with WordPress. You can absolutely add this to your WordPress site currently. There's not a native WooCommerce integration just yet, but that is coming down the pipeline and is on the roadmap. Okay, so that one's answered. Another question is, can we do some tricks like notifications go up only when people want to leave the page? So more like exit intent.
Yes, that is also on our roadmap. Like, for example, so if it is a website pop-up, when they're going to click on exit, we can actually do that. But since it is a push notification, we're actually providing them for the time they spent on the browsers. Like If it is switched off, we won't send them notification. Only when they're online, we send them notification.
Understood. Understood. Okay, so that makes sense. And then Jaginder asked, this one's a technical one, so Jaginder clearly knows what he's doing. Can we import the notification token? So my guess is his questions stemming from possibly coming from another push notification software that probably has a notification token and importing into GoZen Notify so that he can use this software instead.
Okay, so it's like you're like importing your subscribers here, or what?
That's the idea, importing the subscribers, but with like a special token so that GoZen Notify knows, you know, all the metadata about that person.
Okay, so for now, we are not working on importing subscribers to directly, like for example, in for email marketing tools, we kind of import leads from other tools, right? For push notifications, since it's only based on subscribers, so we won't have that individual person's data. It is like we don't have the name or email or anything. It is just that what browser and which city and with the country and everything. So for now, we're not importing from other tools. In future, we would provide API keys to bring that data to here.
Gotcha. One of the other things that probably, you know, comes up is, would this be considered GDPR compliant given it doesn't really store personally identifiable information?
Yes, it does not store personally identified information. It only stores the browser, country, city, the language, the platform, time zone, and which the subscribers are on which OS. Only those information. It doesn't store the email, name, phone number, nothing.
Got you. Okay. Let's see. When Shopify integration comes out, will it capture customer emails that want notifications? So I think that question is more so that if the customer wants that wants that push notification, they'd have to opt in by clicking that button, correct? In other words, in other words, let me reframe the question. When we have the Shopify integration,
Okay.
how will the customer let GoZen Notify know that they want to get notifications? Is it the same process as if it was a regular browser?
It's the same regular process. So whereas you install the script in your Shopify website and you opt in for the notification, when the users opt in your Shopify store, we're only going to take the data which I have mentioned now. So we're not going to get any other emails or anything. It is just.
Got it. Okay, the next question is, does the script that GoZen Notify provide, does that slow down the site in any way? The page load speed, basically?
No, it does not cause any loading time.
Got it. And I assume that's
It doesn't slow down.
because, yeah, I assume that's because it's loading asynchronously, correct?
Can you repeat? I didn't hear.
I assume the reason it doesn't impact load speed is because it loads asynchronously.
Yes, yes.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Is there a way to identify or show the no push notification only for first-time visitors of a website? My guess is no. I think the answer to that is, yeah, my guess is no, because you have no way to identify. But the question is there a way to identify first-time visitors to a website and only show the notification to them?
Yes, there is. So for example, I've showed you automation. So on this free build flow, So this is a welcome notification to welcome new subscriber. So here, only the first time users when they have opt-in to
If
receive
you're sharing a specific screen, we're just seeing
Okay.
the screen called subscribers. Ah, there we go. Now I see it. Yep.
Yes.
We
So the
see it.
welcome notification to welcome new subscribers. So when you click on that, so this is basically only when the subscribers is opt-in for the notification, they're going to send the notification. It is for first-time users. First time, whoever subscribes to the notification.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. And
Yes.
Dennis asked, can we trigger a push notification after they make a purchase? And I think the answer to that is yes, right? Once we have the Shopify, WooCommerce,
Yes.
any e-commerce, you can trigger it that way, right?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. All right. Let's see. We are banging through these very good. I'm going to be able to give people time back. Let's see. Jaginder, Gabor, Dennis, anybody else, go ahead and pop your last questions in, and we'll get them answered. And if we don't right now, Manish or anybody, Vincent, if we don't right now, we will answer them on the Facebook group or on the actual deal page itself. But I want to make sure everybody understands what the software does. I think we're all clear now. Web push notifications, browser push notifications, mobile push notifications. It's kind of like the one-stop shop for push notifications. What I like about it is really twofold. Number one, any app that makes me money, I'm a happy camper. I love those apps. So that's kind of one of our criteria at RocketHub is please make us some money. We're in business. We got to pay people. So same thing goes for your e-commerce company, same thing goes for your agency and your blog. But the second thing I like about this type of app is you own the data. No one can take it away from you. So it's very similar to a email or newsletter where it's your list. And this is your list. These are your subscribers. Facebook can't ban you, Google can't slap you. It's this, you control it, you own it, and you decide when you want to reach out to your subscribers. And I think that's very important because the trend I'm seeing right now is that you really cannot rely on ads and you really cannot rely on social platforms because they're all becoming closed and gated, as we've seen, and Apple's another example, right? So you're building an audience for them, but then you can't even reach your own audience. And that's frustrating. So any apps that allow you to control your own audience and kind of keep them in your own ecosystem without outside influence, I think is a good thing, and you should jump all over it. Okay, I have another question. So Gabor just gave a suggestion. It would be good to, and maybe we could put this even on the site, but I can even do some homework and put it on the deal page for you guys. Sharing some creative use cases for e-com stores would be awesome. So yeah, we'll certainly do that. I'm sure you guys have some content coming in that realm as well. And so you gave an example like how to avoid generic notification request messages. What are the best performing notifications? So since you guys will have a lot of data to know what performs, what has the highest open rates, click-through rates, things like that, we'd love to see GoZen present that information to all of its users in the future. Dennis asked, hey, will you offer a bundle option with all your apps in a suite type scenario? Dennis, I think they already do.
Yes, we already have a bundle of options.
Yeah. So if you want to check that out, Dennis, Ashwin, where does he see that? Where can Dennis go?
Vidya, please show them the GoZen's website.
Yes.
So
So
if you go there,
GoZen
here you can see there's an option called bundle. Okay. So would you just click bundle? See, there you go. So this is the bundle price where you can just start a free trial also for 14 days. And we have monthly plan as well as a yearly plan as well. So once you signed up in a bundle, what's the biggest advantages of signing up in a bundle? You can use all the GoZen products which is added in the bundle. So based on your plan. Okay, so you don't need to purchase, like if you need any specific product or if you need a bundle product for your business, like you can just directly go here and then get into a bundle and you can just sign up and you can use it.
Excellent. And so that kind of shows you how GoZen is smartly, leveraging not only bundles, but LTDs, but then also their regular monthly recurring plans, their annual plans. And this is how they grow their own ecosystem and the suite of products that they have.
We do have a free trial also for 14 days.
Oh, great. Excellent. So yeah, so any product that you want to test out, please do. It's all readily available on the GoZen site. And feel free to give them feedback. They're very responsive. Based on what I've seen, they've been very accommodating. Even things I asked for, they were able to handle. And not everybody does what I asked for. So these guys came through, and so that gave me a lot of confidence in putting them through the RocketHub circuit here and bringing them to our community. Last question before we let everybody go. Does GoZen Notify work in any language? So for this person, they need to translate everything into Hungarian, so they have some special characters that they have to put in. Does that work, Vidya?
So for now, we do only in English, but
Okay.
if they translate the browser language, it will work. So it gets translated to the language.
Understood.
So adding on to the value to this question, so like apart from the GoZen's Notify, so rest of the products has 18 languages here. So 18 different languages. Soon we'll implement the languages on Notify as well.
Good. So all the other products have multiple languages. Since GoZen Notify and probably GoZen Growth are the newest of the family, they'll need a little time to kind of get more languages into those systems. Okay. All right. So then I think we got most of these answered. There's a few lingering questions, but because they're a bit more technical, I'm going to try to answer them offline. So yeah, so thank you all for attending. If you're interested in GoZen Notify, go buy it now while we have the special early bird discount. This just launched yesterday on RocketHub. And if you have any questions, the team's available to you, as well as the RocketHub team. Feel free to ask whatever you'd like. But yeah, you should have a lot of confidence in buying a product like this. And as I always say, any product that makes us money is a good product, especially on LTD. So go get it. Ashwin and Vidya, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll talk to you shortly. Community members, thanks so much for attending. Appreciate your time as always, and see you in the group or see you via emails, okay?
Community members, all the very best. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.